Well, hello friends, it's me again. Overwhelmed in a good way with all your comments and suggestions. We are going to do a reaction video to Prince, Joy in Repetition. Many people have asked for it, so your wish is my command. Let us get right into it, shall we?
Used to frequent this club down at Vault 36. Pimps and things like to hang outside, cuss for kicks. Talking to no one in particular. They say the baddest I am tonight.
It's amazing all that he can do with his vocals, eh? I'm still hearing and seeing stuff, and amazing.
Four-letter words will not be heard, not up on the stage tonight. All the poets and the part-time singers always hang inside. Live music from a band plays a song called So Psychedelicized. The song's a year long and had been playing for months when he walked into the place. No one seemed to care and introverted. This is it, look on most of their faces.
So I need you guys to bear with me. You guys have been giving me a lot of great suggestions, which are great. A lot of different names of songs, performers, musicians who have played with Prince. So we got a woman out here doing her thing.
Up on the mic, repeating two words over and over again.
Do you guys know who that woman is, or is it just I don't know?
Well, this woman he had never noticed before. He lost himself in the articulated manner in which she said them. These two words, a little bit behind the beat.
I'm going to tell you guys something else. With Prince, he has an impeccable sense of time as a musician. His timing is pretty amazing. Of course, when we think of time, we always think of, like, with reference to drums, of course, which keep time, but his sense of time is just so amazing watching him in his performances. He's always aware of the timing.
Just enough to turn you on. Every time she said the words, another one of his doubts were gone.
And with singing, you know, not that I'm a great singer by any means, but the breathing. So he's got a lot of phrasing going on here, and his breathing is just, you know, it almost has to be impeccable, you know, impeccable when he's doing it. It's great.
Should he try to rap to her? Should he stand and stare? No one else was watching her. She did not seem to care. So over, he said the words till he could take no more. He dragged her from the stage. Together they ran through the back door. In the alley over by the curb, he said, tell me, what's your name? She only said the words again, and you know what? It started to rain. Words falling between the drops and the moans of his condition. Holding someone and truly believing.
I could be wrong, but from what everyone's telling me, I have a feeling there's going to be an epic guitar solo in this song. Okay, I don't know who that woman is. They seem to be quite friendly, maybe just on a professional sense. Is that his wife? Who is she?
There's joy in repetition. 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 She said, love me,
Love me,
love me,
love me,
love me.
love me.
Wow, can she ever sing too, eh? Again, who is this? Who is this woman? Because I think, didn't he have a wife that was a singer? I'm learning about all that, folks. So again, you guys are always have my back, and you're always teaching me and educating me. So this is a different type of groove, different type of performance. Here we go. Here we go. Now we got the guitar out. Got the guitar out. You know what I'm saying? Nice legato phrasing there. Beautiful. I love it. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so he did something which was called a whammy bar flutter. And it looks to me, now I could be wrong, again, this isn't the best quality video, but I think it was the best one that I could find. He's using a Floyd Rose bridge. So I have a number of my guitars use Floyd Rose bridges. More of my heavy metal hard rock guitars, and I do whammy bar flutters sometimes. If you guys check out my cover of a Haas, I did a different kind of a cover version of a Haas Take On Me. And you'll see in that guitar has a Floyd Rose on it. And I don't know if I might do a whammy bar flutter in that one. But he did a whammy bar flutter. That's pretty cool. And it looks to me like he's using a Floyd Rose bridge on that guitar. So maybe I'll do some videos about that. I did a reaction video to Stevie Ray Vaughan when he broke a string live at Austin City Limits. And I talk a little bit about bridges and Floyd Rose bridges. But it looks to me, to do a really effective whammy bar flutter, you kind of need a Floyd Rose bridge, and it looks like that's what he's got. If that's the case, we have not seen Prince use a Floyd Rose bridge before in our reaction videos up to this point. So he's really using the bar. I'm going to go out on a limb and say he's got a Floyd Rose on there, okay? Floyd Rose dive and return with the bars. Yeah, he's really using the bar a lot, which is good because when you use the bar on the guitar, it really has some expressive effects to it, like he's using. But for me, again, I am a Floyd Rose guy in a lot of my guitars. My stage guitars for when I played country, classic rock, they have what are called fixed bridges. I never used the whammy bars on them. I just never even put them in because they tended to put the guitar out of tune. But yeah, it's this is something kind of new we're seeing from Prince here that I haven't seen this yet, and I'm like, Okay, so right there, again, he's using the bar, and then we see that little passage he's using another descending run with his alternate picking technique, which is quite good. He's got a lot of techniques, you know. He's a ripping guitar player, man. He's got a lot going on. That's an interesting changer. So, is that a new song or is it not? Is that still Joy and Repetition? I'm going to guess he's using the EMG pickups configuration again. He's got a little bit of nice bite. He's got really good tone with his guitar. One of the things, guys, I've said this before many times, I am a horrible funk guitar player, but I love watching good funk guitar players. But a lot of it is when they're doing their funky riffs, watch the right hand when they're strumming, right? They use a lot of 16th note patterns, some cool muting, and he's la creme de la creme when it comes to funk guitar, okay? So he's incorporating a few different things here. It's really cool.
All of a sudden, you try to fight, say you had enough. Say you had enough. You know you had to be fun. You want another someone. You ever want. Yeah, joy is the sun. I wanna be the one. You don't understand things to pay. So I'ma beg you.
Two women twins?
Right down on my knees. Is that what you want? You need another lover. Like you need a hole in your head. You know there ain't no other that could do it in your bed.
All pedal board, doesn't need a lot of effects.
You need another lover. You know there ain't no other.
Put the flange effect on. I'm telling you, I don't care how great the musicians are. He would have had some very interesting rehearsals, and I'm sure he would have, as he should have, expected a lot out of the musicians with their practicing, rehearsing, and that is just, this is just off the charts tight, the cues when they know how to come back in to do that run there. That was amazing.
She was dark, she was tan, she made me glad to be a man. She was young, she was smart, just one glance, and she stole my heart. The girl too fine to teach, she's a piece, then I play my guitar.
Floyd Rose bridge there, guys. I'm pretty sure it is. To be able to do use the bar like that and do the flutters and everything. He nails the changes. It's awesome. The notes he lands on and everything. This is just. I can tell he's he's done a lot of practicing and studying with the blues and stuff. It's really interesting to me when Prince wanted to practice guitar. Who inspired him on guitar? Who inspired him to practice? Yeah, it's really cool, man. I'm always getting curveballs. He always throws curveballs at me when we do these videos because I'm always seeing something new. So. Okay, I can't tell if that's Sheila E. on drums. Fantastic. I'm often... I mentioned a while ago that Prince would have been amazing in a G3 tour. So a G3 tour is a guitar extravaganza show put on by Steve Vai and Joe Satriani, world-renowned guitar players. Now, apparently you guys have told me that they were fans of Prince too. Apparently there's an interesting story about where Steve Vai went and he recorded at Paisley Park. If you guys aren't sure who Steve Vai is, if you've ever seen the movie Crossroads, Ralph Macchio from the Karate Kid fame was in it. And Steve Vai plays Jack Butler, basically the Devil's guitar player. They do a cutthroat thing at the end. It's a very famous scene in guitar lore. And Steve Vai plays Jack Butler, and really some really cool stuff goes down at the end of that video. For the fan that isn't super into guitar and doesn't know who Steve Vai is, check out the end of that movie. Anyway, I think Prince would have done amazing having been there with his band, done his performance, and at the end they all do like a big massive jam or whatever. He's got the chops and the playing ability. That would have been really cool. From a commercial sense, it wouldn't have made sense because Prince was so far above those guys, even though they're world renowned and commercial success. So he would have been like, he probably maybe would have lost money doing one of those tours. I don't know, instead of doing his own thing. I don't know. But I've mentioned this before, and I'm going to mention it again. I know how hard over the years I know how hard I have had to work to become what some of you might say a very high-level guitar player. I think I hope everyone understands this when I say, like, he must have been very meticulous and organized with his time and scheduling, because, you know, his dancing, I mean, I'm sure Prince worked out, you know, like, I put a clip in on another video with Thieves of the Temple and showed him dancing, doing these moves. Back in 1990, like, I didn't equate him really too much for guitar playing. I saw him as a dancer, singer, performer, but even back then, I could see some of the moves he was doing, saying, you know, I was a teenager then, but I could watch that and say, that dude must keep himself in really good shape to do that stuff. So he obviously had like a physical training regimen of some sort. You know, he had to do rehearsals. He had to do all his business arrangements. That takes phone calls, correspondence, you know, conference calls, you know, legal work. You know, he'd be talking with booking agents and all these different things in his day. But where did he have the time? He became very proficient on several instruments, including vocals. How the hell did he do it with his time, especially as he became successful as an artist? Like, you know, a lot of those people, every second of their day becomes scheduled for them. It's just amazing. That's something I'd really like to hear some of you guys, what you guys think about that. Like, how did he manage his time to be able to do all that? To me, that just blows my mind. It's incredible. Guys, that was a great, and a number of you have suggested that one. And that was absolutely incredible. Okay? So, amazing. His technique was great. He obviously, I'm willing to bet he was using a Floyd Rose bridge to do some of the stuff he was doing with the bar, which we had not seen yet, that I can recall, because I would have noted it in previous reaction videos. Guys, awesome suggestion. Keep it coming with the comments and the suggestions. And if there's anything non-Prince you'd like to see me react to as well, please, by all means, feel free to comment and let me know. I have a massive list of songs that I'm going through and I'm going to try and get to. I'll take time, so I appreciate everyone's payments. So I appreciate everyone's payment. I appreciate everyone's patience. So remember, practice hard, practice smart, and we'll see you soon.